Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to D&D at Ken's Tavern. I hope you all are excited. We're back with our main campaign today. We've had a couple weekends. I think we had a weekend off, and then last weekend we did our campaign, which was pretty exciting. And we are back now to our main campaign. Ooh.
Yay!
And Talman. So, welcome back, everybody. We're really excited. Sorry that it did take long to get back, but because we were in the middle of a fight last time, we were trying to make sure that everybody was here today. And so we will be working with most of the same characters. Unfortunately, Dal can't stay, or couldn't be with us today because he is not feeling well. So, just because it was a bit of a last minute, we are continuing as best we can without Dal today, but hopefully he'll be able to join us at some point. So, let's do a quick run through of all the regular things that we usually have to run through on the channel before we get back into the game. So, hi everybody, my name is Magma, also known as your DM of the main campaign here on Ken's Tavern, although we are going to be having another campaign as well, so I won't be able to call myself the DM of the main campaign anymore. I'll be just the DM of, like, the Peekabou campaign? Question mark? So I'm Magma.
The Peekaboo campaign and the evil
Nadia,
campaign.
thank you so much for that resub. Wow, 3 months. Can't believe we've been awesome. Not given Ken's Tavern. Pride emote. You can call me Magma, you can call me Nicole, either or. I am your DM for today. And we are going to welcome back some of our characters in a moment after I do the usual Ken's Tavern spiel. So, here at Ken's Tavern, we welcome new players of D&D. So a lot of us, this might be our first campaign, might be our second campaign, but relatively call ourselves fairly new and not yet extreme experts of D&D, DMing, and playing. So as we go through the game today, we ask that you be patient with us. If you're here in the chat and you do play D&D often, or you happen to be a super expert of some of the rules of D&D, we're playing 5e. And if I ask a question and we're not quite sure of something that's going on, we more than welcome help in the chat. If it's going to take too long to figure out a rule or go through something, we will probably skip on over it, go forward for the story, like sake of the story, and later on I will fix my mistakes and make sure that it doesn't happen again. So just as a heads up there, we totally welcome the help and we appreciate the help with that. Sometimes we may have to skip over things even if it's not right. So don't hate us, please forgive us. We're all fairly new. And let's see. Other than that, let's talk a little bit about what happened last day, and then I'll introduce Jeff back here with us today. So, in the last session, the group woke up. We had Ivan and Seer were still with Hazel, the young member of the royal family. Woke up in the woods, and luckily there were no wolves in sight. So they continued on their way. Very shortly, they came across some villagers huddled around an injured man who was very injured, almost dead, and bleeding everywhere. They assisted after some kerfuffle. Sears was able to heal the man a little bit and bring him back from sort of the brink of death. And they were sort of led into some of the information that there had been some animal attacks lately. And lots of people had either gone missing or showed up dead, basically. The town leader invited them to stay and asked if they had some time in their travels, if they could assist, because they had lost so many of their fighters to whatever it was that had been people, and let them know that they could stay at the inn and some drinks would be on him. The party continued on to the village, along with Hazel in tow, headed to the inn, left Hazel there with Arceus to have some good old fun with some mazes, and then they headed off to the tavern where they met Bartholomew the Bard, who was in a current battle with a barbarian, and were able to not really assist, but they witnessed the finish of the fight as the barbarian left the bar. Peyton arrived to let them know. They also ran into Bathatil and Argonis, who were sent by the Kirby Council to assist with what they heard was a werewolf problem in this town, and so they actually were there already. So they all filled each other in on what had been going on, and Peyton, the town leader who they met previously, arrived to also discuss with them the werewolf problem. He is going to lead a party the next day and invited the adventurers to join them in the party to go and try to find the werewolves and kill them. Party then went off, visited a couple shops, including a blacksmith and a potion shop, where Ivan found himself a new battle axe named Barb, and submitted some designs for a new sword with the the cast panels. What's going on, Marcus?
I didn't want to interrupt.
No, go for it.
The panel under the Discord panel, under the Twitch.
Oh, it has a whole bunch of the main cast.
Yeah.
Oh, like on
For
the
Dal,
Twitch
it
page.
still says Grim. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll fix it. Cool. Okay. Sorry, I thought you meant like the actual like screen overlay today. So that's why I was
sorry,
like,
I didn't want to interrupt.
Wow, no, you
that's totally
interrupted.
fine.
So
Totally fine.
rude.
That's why I just typed it in
No,
chat.
it's okay.
I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
I thought it was the overlay.
You're
so I was
grounded,
like, wait,
Marcus.
do I have the wrong people up here? No, it's totally fine. Thank you. No, it's a good reminder. Because I'm the only one in the account, I have to do all these things. So I'll go and fix that at some point. Okay, so continuing on, they went off to the blacksmith and the potion shop. Potion shop was really expensive, so none of them were able to get anything. Then they ran into the wife of the man they saved earlier, accused her of being a werewolf, and she denied being a werewolf, but did let them know about someone who lived on the edge of town who seemed a little bit sus. So Rowan lives on the edge of town and is a big, hairy old man, and she said he just seemed a bit suspicious. So they went off to talk to Rowan, found him in his little house, asked him a little bit of information, and convinced him to let them know more information about himself. And his daughter Eloise also arrived and didn't want her dad to share, but after hearing a little bit, she conceded, and they shared with the adventurers that they were not werewolves, but they were werebears. Werebears are different than werewolves, and they are actually there to protect the forest around the town. But they are also not pleased in the fact that there's possibly werewolves in the town who are attacking villagers. And of course that looks bad on them because they're werebears and they don't want to be accused of killing people. So Rowan and Eloise shared this with them and also said there was another family of werewolves that did live on the edge of town as well to the west, and said that if their werewolves are about and starting to get more active, they should check in on the family of werebears as well to make sure that they are okay. Eloise headed off with them. Rowan stayed at the house, and Eloise and the adventurers went off toward the family's home. And on the way, ran into a baby bear tearing through a clearing, followed by 3 angry werewolves. Eloise picked up baby bear and started running towards the family's house, and the rest of the adventurers tried to distract the werewolves with battle. They ended up in battle with 3 werewolves. Ivan challenged the werewolves. What do we call that one again? I keep saying challengers. Champions Challenge or something like that. But basically the werewolves can't go more than like 30 feet from Ivan. They killed one of the werewolves and still have 2 to go. Right at the end, Argonis ran up to them, gave a good old 1-2 to one of the werewolves. However, they were able to let out a howl and called 2 additional werewolves to them. And that is where we ended our session last time. We have Argonis, Ivan, Baithatil, Cirrus, and Bartholomew are all still in battle. Argonis is currently going to be surrounded by about 4 werewolves as they come barreling out of the forest. 2 of the werewolves cannot go more than 30 feet from Ivan, unless they are dead or they kill Ivan, and the other 2 are new werewolves that are arriving. They've already killed one who reverted back to their human form, but it was a villager they didn't recognize, and that is currently... as a quick reminder as well, here is the battle order. So if you folks are keeping track or want to write this down. First up is Bartholomew, then it goes Baithatil, Cirrus. Cirrus, you still have Spirit Lily. So you still have a Spirit Badger that is with you. That is still cast. So the spirit animal fights as its own creature. I can pull that stat up as well. Then it goes Ivan, Argonis, and then the werewolves. We are currently at the werewolves' turn. Alright. Ugh. It was a long session last time, so there was a lot to run down. Thank you for bearing with that as we went. So the people we have here today. Ooh, Mikey, thank you so much for that host. Returning from last session, we have Cirrus, played by that gay rat, also known as Marcus. Welcome back.
Wow, hello. Tired.
Yeah, Marcus is a little bit tired. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We also, of course, have Argonis returning, played by Dustin Echoes. Welcome back.
Hello.
Perfect. We have Bathatil, played by Nadia the Witch.
Hello, hello.
And Ivan, played by Mikey Likes It. And then joining us today in place of Bartholomew, played by Dow, will be Vittore, played by Saint Geronimo, also known as Yaren.
Hello.
So, Vittore will be joining the story momentarily. He is not yet in the battle. So we're aware he will be here for fancy commentary as we finish up our battle with the werewolves, or die trying. You never know.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just quickly looking up our spirit animal for Cirrus here, because I think I had it up last time, and I think I was...
Also, thank you. Mikey doesn't like it for buying that mouse pad.
What? What? Yes. Like
Thank you for the buy. Thank you for the buy.
Pad. I wish I could show you mine currently, which is also here. It's
I ordered
fantastic.
2 of them.
I like you ordered 2
I
of them.
still have to order mine.
I like putting my mouse on top of Ken's face. I don't know why.
Rubbing on his face.
Because he's just like gasp, and it's like, you know, poor Ken.
Poor Ken.
I actually
That's great.
almost like stained it with yellow paint the other day when I was painting that taco painting, and then I felt even worse because it's like Ken's poor tavern. Catches a break.
Now, is it felt or is it like a little bit hardened?
It's like the pattern itself is in the material, so that's good. So it's printed right.
Okay,
in.
so it's a little felty-ish. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know. I've never even had a mouse pad recently. Can't compare to other mouse pads, but it does have Ken's face, which makes it like 100 times better than any other mouse pad. Just so everyone knows.
Well, obviously.
Not 100, just at least 1,000,000.
At least a million times better. I'm also again wearing my Crumb Pocket tee today. Wearing D&D. I say this in my
Nice.
D&D sessions. So
Stop making me jealous.
always have Victoria close in my Crumb Pocket of my t-shirt. Excellent. Yeah, we do have a merch store. I should probably put that out there. There we go.
What? There's a merch store?
There is a merch store, so if you wonder what we're
That's
heckin'
crazy.
talking about. So far we just have a mug, a sticker, a mouse pad, and the Crumb Pocket. Vittoria for your Crumb Pocket t-shirt. At some point, when we must figure that out, we will get more designs up there. Redeemed random event. You don't get to pick the specifics, Sandra. We are not defeating an evil Ken. You have to pick. It's just like I changed it because it throws off the story. So when you do that, let me see what it says. It should have been changed.
We're already in the middle of the fight and we haven't even started.
Yeah, redeem this and throw a character of your choice or the entire crew into a random event. You pick the category. You can pick whether, creature, person, or DM choice. Redeem. Only one redeem per stream. So as much as I appreciate an evil Ken and how fun that would be, yeah, you can pick a character. Okay, a category, and you pick character. Okay, excellent. All right.
There isn't such a thing as an evil Ken. It's just impossible.
Well, you know.
No, that can't be.
Denied. No, I had to change it because it just throws off the story. But I do appreciate the creativity.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Vittoria kind of looks a lot like Mr. Bird.
Oh. Mr. Bird is kind of a bird, but yeah. Yeah. I know, he does have a green hood, which is very similar. I know.
That's the only similarity.
Vittoria, my eyes are on you.
You can't even see me because I'm not even there yet.
That sounds like a you problem.
Or am I?
That's what
Yikes.
Summon bestial spirit. What you had done last time. There. Oh, it's right here. That's why. Okay, perfect. You have a bestial spirit, small beast, unaligned. You have a small badger right now. And your spell level is second. I think you did it at a second level. Okay. Modify. spellcasting? What's your spellcasting ability modifier?
I think 3.
Yeah, +3. So that times the spell's level is okay. Perfect. Just getting all those stats up. Spirit Lily. 13.
She hasn't really done much.
No, she hasn't done much. I think she's missed like every time.
Yeah.
I think she brought you back a stick or something.
She's there for emotional support.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Emotional support
I
spirit
mean,
animal.
she's still doing great.
Yeah.
I believe in her.
Yeah. All right, everybody, here we go. So, you are currently still fighting the werewolves. Argonis, you are going to be surrounded by 4 werewolves. Bartholomew, Cirrus, Bathatil, and Ivan, you guys are about 30 feet away from Argonis and the werewolves, and it is the werewolves. Any questions before we start?
Can I get some help?
Could you bring some food?
Okay, and we have a random event to think about too. I will decide upon that in a moment. So, you have a question? Yes, Sandra. What is your question?
Question.
I also have a question.
What's your
I also have a
question?
question.
Is
I don't-
mayonnaise an instrument?
No.
No.
Yes.
Horseradish is not an instrument either.
How close am I to?
I have a question that. Oh, that was my question. Sorry, Mikey. Go ahead. Ivan.
How close am I to Argonis?
You're still about, 28 feet away. Let's say.
Oh, was he way back?
Argonis went right up
I'm
to the werewolves to hit them.
Yeah, so I'm 10 feet away from the werewolves because I wanted to use Ice Knife. So I'm
Yeah.
basically in
Oh.
So
between
you're like
you
20
and the
feet from
werewolves.
Ivan. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Yeah, I should have backed up.
All right, so right at the end of last session, you folks heard 2 more howls from either side of Argonis. As you are standing there, 2 more werewolves burst out of the forest around you through the trees and surround Argonis. It is the werewolves' turn, so get ready.
God,
They
speak
are
gentle to
all
me.
really, really close to Argonis, so they are all gonna go after you. Let's roll for our werewolves. For Argonis. Okay.
This is not gonna end well.
Here we go. The werewolves also make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claw or a spear. These folks are in hybrid form, but they don't actually have a lot of weapons on them, so they are going to attempt to bite and claw you. Roll for our first one here.
Alright.
That's not gonna hit. Okay, first one does not hit. It comes running in, and like when you throw a stick for a dog and it like overshoots? It's exactly what just happened. So this werewolf comes like bursting out of the forest, goes to bite at Argonis, but like slides forward like and skids through the dirt. Second one, not hit that one. What is your AC?
16 with bark skin.
Awesome. So the 2 that are coming in from either side just like cross over in this like very synchronized attempt at biting and clawing at Argonis, but both slide past and do not hit you. Neither of them roll a 1 or it would totally make them bonk hits, but they do not. Werewolf 2 and Werewolf 3. Wow, these werewolves are rolling terribly. Werewolf
That's
2 does
fine with
not
me.
hit you, Argonis. Oh my lord. You're terrible. And they do not have a very good modifier. Finally. Okay, Werewolf 3 getting its act together here. Rolls a 19.
Double hit.
Finally. So rolls a 19 for there. It's gonna hit only for its second one, which was just a claw, which is good. So you don't actually have to worry about lycanthropy here. So that is going to be 7 damage. 7 slashing damage on you there. So
Alright.
this one werewolf just like does total like facepalm watching his fellow werewolves try to attack you. Slashes out and hits you for 7 damage. Wow,
Could
that
have
was
been so
really
much
lucky.
worse.
That could have been really terrible, but every single one of them rolled like under 10. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, that is going to be Bartholomew's turn. On Bartholomew's turn, he takes a look at these 2 extra werewolves in there, looks at his instruments in his hand, and this poor bard is just done. He doesn't owe you anything. He turns around and pieces out in the other direction. He's far enough from the werewolves, they won't take an opportunity attack on him, and he's running off into the woods.
Sirius is gonna yell after him, "You coward!"
Get back here and fight!
You hear his, fancy like, "I'm not a coward, I'm just going for another drink." As he tears off into the forest. Bathatil, that's gonna be your turn.
Barbarian, and I'm gonna freaking.
Alright, so how far back am I from the wolves?
So you are about 30 feet back. They're kind of as far away from Ivan as they can be. And you've werewolf 4 and 5, the ones that have just arrived, are probably about 20 feet from you. They just sort of slid past Argonis. So when you're looking out, basically what you'll see is Werewolf 4 and Werewolf 5 are now in between you and Argonis. Werewolf 2 and Werewolf 3 are past Argonis, farthest away from Ivan, because they're the ones that are still under the challenge.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I am going to Eldritch Blast the closest. One of the closest
Excellent.
people. Let me get.
All right.
I
Roll your
accidentally
attack.
moved. Accidentally moved myself to the other
I
chat.
was like, wait, he's
Ow,
bouncing around
rude.
here.
Oh no, we'll
I know.
wait the tell.
Bather tell.
Do-do-do. And I got a 12.
A 12. You are just gonna hit. Nice work.
Yeah.
All right,
cool,
so you
cool.
are gonna hit Werewolf
Nice.
4. Roll your damage. Werewolf 4 is still like shaking its head after sliding through the dirt. It looks at you as you are gonna blast it with that Eldritch Blast for
It hits for 7.
7 damage. Most days. It gives a little yelp. That is on to Circe's turn.
Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna. Can I walk as close as I can to Argonis?
The werewolves are going to be in the way. If you walk past them, it's almost like an opportunity attack. So they're kind of in between you and
Okay.
So if you want to take an opportunity attack from them, yeah, continue. Otherwise, you can get right up to them.
Yeah, I'll just get right up to them
Okay.
and use my scimitar to try and hit them.
Okay. Do you want to go for the one that Bathatil just kind of hit, or do you want to go for the one that hasn't been hit?
I'll go for a different one. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
Nice.
That's definitely gonna hit. Roll your damage and double it.
Okay. 1d6
Root.
plus 2.
Good roll again.
So it's 10 damage.
Awesome. Okay, so 10 damage to that one. Fantastic. Still looking pretty good, but it took a good hit from your scimitar there, and you are now sort of in between them. Okay. All right. Spirit Lily probably came with you. What would you like Spirit Lily to do?
I'm gonna have her try to slash at the same one as me.
Perfect. Okay, so she's gonna go for that one. Hold on here. You're like, Spirit Lily, go! She kind of wags her tail.
I choose
Looks
you.
really excited. We're gonna see if she actually figures this out yet, though.
Please hit.
Let's see. That is a. Oh, she doesn't quite hit.
Oh my
so
god.
close. She rolls a 10, but does not have a dex modifier, so unfortunately
Jesus.
she's not quite gonna hit. But she does like a really good effort, but she does this kind of like roll, and like kind of rolls past the werewolf on the ground. Okay, that is Ivan's turn.
All right. I slowly look up and down the field. I smell the air. I don't know what I'm doing.
Ivan
Okay.
takes a moment to smolder in the middle of battle.
I smolder at the wolves. All right,
And
so
that's his turn. That's all he gets. To
right, I just smolder. That's all I do. All right, so what we need to do, I want to hit somebody, obviously. From my point, I kind of want to try to protect people as well.
Mhm.
So you said some of them jumped forward, completely missing. Are they in between me and other members now? Like,
Yeah, so from where you're standing, currently the werewolf 5, I just have them labeled my numbers, is
Oh.
directly in between you and Argonis, and Cirrus is slightly off to your left, sort of standing in between werewolf 5.
All right, I want to try to push myself in front of, like, being next to Argonis. So if
Okay.
I have to take a hit or an opportunity attack against myself, I shall. But I need to try to get to him.
Okay, so you're going to try to push by werewolf 5, and it's going to take, an opportunity attack as you try to push by it.
Sure.
They've been rolling really poor, so let's see. He's still in shock after getting hit by Cirrus anyway, and is only going to roll a 13, which is definitely not going to hit you, so he's going to miss on that one, so you do not take any damage as you head on by. So you are currently now standing between Argonis. Do you want to stand between Argonis and Werewolf 5, or between Argonis and the other 2 werewolves on the other side of him? Let me know.
Probably the other 2, because I want to try to hit one of them.
Perfect. Okay.
I just want to try to stay fairly close to Argonis right now.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so you're between Argonis and the 2 previous werewolves that are sort of attached to you, pretty much.
Good. Hello, miss
Welcome
me.
to the fight.
All right, so I'm saying hi and such because
Mhm.
I miss the wolves that we were attacking. Is any of them particularly extra bloody? By
Yes.
chance?
One of the werewolves, has taken a good amount of lumps, but is still looking pretty hardy. The other one is starting to drag its feet. It's bleeding. It's not looking so good.
I point at it and go, "This one's mine," and I swing.
Excellent.
I
You
hit with a
definitely
20.
hit. Not a nat 20, but a 20 is fantastic. You will definitely hit.
All right, let me get
Roll
my
your
mouse
damage.
back. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It will be a 1d8. Can't. Okay. 10.
Excellent. That's 10 damage. Nice. All right, it's still standing, but looks a lot worse now.
Damn it! Why
Okay.
can't you just die?
Awesome. That is Argonis' turn. Argonis, you are
Okay.
currently in the middle of everything. You have Werewolf 4, Werewolf 5 are pretty close to you. They skirted past you. Ivan is in between you and the other 2 werewolves, so kind of have to go through Ivan to get to them. But Werewolf 4 and Werewolf 5 would be pretty close to you.
All right, and you said Werewolf 4 was the one that looked worse?
Werewolf 5 has been hit for a little bit more. Werewolf 4 and Werewolf 5 aren't looking too bad, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my original plan probably won't work right now. So I'm gonna do Produce Flame on Werewolf 5.
Okay.
That's just a cantrip, so I'm gonna throw a fireball at him.
Excellent. Okay.
Let's see. 13. So 17 to hit.
Excellent. You hit.
Alright.
So you're gonna chuck a fireball at this werewolf.
Just
Just
right at his
hasn't even
face.
figured it out. Roll your damage for me.
1 damage. Great.
For 1 whole damage.
Argonis like spits this little fireball right into his face. The werewolf's like, right on his little snout.
Singeing the nose hair.
Just singes his little nose hair, yeah. He's so grumpy. All right, that is the werewolf's turn. Okay, they're all more distributed now. So we'll start with werewolf 2 and werewolf 3, who are now closer to Ivan. So Ivan, they're gonna go after you. Werewolf 2 and werewolf 3, they're gonna go for a claw and a bite. They're gonna miss on the first one. The second one is a 15, which is still not gonna hit you, right? I don't think Ivan's pretty. Yeah, no, you're good. Okay.
Ivan's hefty.
Yeah. Werewolf 2 does not hit you. Like, he's looking pretty torn up. So they do not hit you.
Good.
Werewolf 3, that first one, not quite. And yeah, you just have a high AC. So these werewolves do not hit you. They swing at you, but Ivan matrixes, like, out of the way, blocks all their advances. That is going to be werewolf 4 and werewolf 5. Werewolf 4 is probably going to go after Argonis, and werewolf 5 will go after Seer. Okay.
Oh no.
That doesn't
Werewolf
sound good.
4 rolls a nat 1 on its first roll.
Oh, that sounds
Um,
And then just suddenly
I was
explodes.
gonna say when the DM laughs, that's not good.
Yeah.
He goes to, like, bite at you, Argonis, but just, like, trips over his own paws. Maybe this werewolf is new. I don't know.
It's a baby werewolf.
Aw.
Just
it's
stumbles
just a
over its
puppy.
own paws and just, like, falls over into the dirt and is just lying in the dirt. Has a little werewolf tantrum. Werewolf 5's gonna go after Cirrus. Does not hit on the bite, which is good, but does hit for clawing at you, Cirrus, with a 19. And is gonna slash at you for 2d2.
And now we have the grumpy pot again.
And is gonna hit you for 9 damage, Cirrus.
Oof. Okay.
So it kind of goes like, watch this. After its werewolf butt falls over, this is how it's done, little man, and slices Cirrus with a claw. Nadia ordered a special Bruce sticker. What? Mine is
Wait, I
like
didn't see that.
stuck on my computer, and I love it.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
where
it.
mine's going to.
Yeah, it's so
Oh, yeah.
they're really cute. I love it.
I have all this glass to fill.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for ordering a special Bruce.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Okay, so the werewolves have gone. That is going to be back up to Bathatil.
All right.
So Bathatil, you sort of have this whole field in front of you, well, whole forest in front of you, full of wolves and adventurers. Werewolf 4 is still pretty open. Werewolf 5 is a little bit blocked by Cirrus from your position. And then sort of Argonis, Ivan, and the other 2 werewolves are very much like in a grouping behind the rest of these. So anything ranged, Cirrus and Werewolf 4 Werewolf 4 and Cirrus will probably get in the way of anything super ranged, but Werewolf 4 is sort of on its own.
Yeah, I think that's the one I hit last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go for that one again with
Perfect.
another Eldritch Blast because
Why
It's
not?
great.
Yeah. Okay.
it's free.
Yeah.
18.
Nice. You're definitely gonna hit it. Poor Werewolf 4 is stumbled on the ground. Oh yeah, technically you roll with an advantage. You want to roll again to see if you get a nat 20?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Oh, so close though. But yeah, okay, definitely hit it with a
close.
23. That would have been awesome. Okay, so you hit.
Not quite a
roll
nat
damage.
20, but
Not quite a nat 20, but I'm glad I let you get that extra one. Just never know when you might crit. Nice.
9 damage.
So you blast this poor newbie werewolf on the ground for 9 damage. He's still not looking too bad, but he's not happy. This isn't the best field trip of his life, that's for sure. That is onto Cirrus's turn. Cirrus, you are sort of in between Werewolf 4 and Werewolf 5. Werewolf 4 is lying on the ground still, just been blasted. Werewolf 5 is the one that's sort of attacking you. And then Argonis and Ivan are off sort of to your other side. I don't know which way you're facing.
Alright. I'm gonna go for whoever just slashed at me.
Perfect. That's werewolf 5.
How dare you?
So rude.
So rude.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Don't you know
'Cause
they're
you ate up all
werewolves
my
too?
food.
Oh, 6. That surely does not hit.
That surely does not, but I appreciate the effort. Do you want to make any movements or anything like that? Are you okay where you are?
Move close to me.
Okay, I guess move close to Ivan since you
What?
said to.
That's crazy.
Crazy talk.
Werewolf 5 is pretty close to you though, so that would technically, if you're moving away from him. I wouldn't recommend it. He would probably take an opportunity attack there.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know I said you want to move or anything,
stay
but like,
where
I don't want to
am.
lead you astray. You're pretty close to Argonis and Ivan anyway. So you're pretty close, like you're on the other side of Argonis from Ivan.
Yeah.
You guys are almost clustered. Okay, that is Spirit Lily. What would you like Spirit Lily to do?
I'm gonna have her try, like, biting the one that hit me.
Okay. You whistle for Spirit Lily. She gets up from her. She's like been rolling around in the dirt. She is going to attempt to take a bite at Werewolf 5. Oh, nice job, Spirit Lily. She finally hits. She rolls a
hit?
19.
Oh my
That's
god.
so close to a crit
Lily.
as well.
Yes!
So
this
she
was a
finally
good
is
roll.
gonna hit. And she is going to take a multi-attack as well, actually. Oh, wait, nope, just kidding. Your spell level is 2. That's why I've only been doing 1 move. Just kidding. So she's only gonna take 1, but she is going to try a maul attack at this. And she's gonna. Oh, great. Okay.
Oh, my
Reach
child.
5 feet, 1 target, 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. Okay.
Ooh.
So we need a 1d8 here. Ooh. Oh, just kidding. That's a reading my dice wrong. That's fine. But 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2 is 9. Awesome. Okay, so she's gonna Spirit Lily has literally done nothing this entire time except like roll around in the dirt and occasionally pick up a stick. But she suddenly goes like totally like ravage on this guy, like, and just mauls this werewolf for 9 damage. It looks shocked. The werewolf is like, what? As this like random
Lily.
spirit badger beats him up a little bit there. Okay, that is Ivan's turn.
Oh my gosh. Finally, she
Ivan
did
thinks
something.
very
I know,
hard.
finally she does her job. Like, all right, Ivan smolders for a little bit.
Mm. I point at the one that I've been just beating the crap out of that still hasn't died yet.
Yeah. Okay, werewolf 2. It has its like tail between its legs. It's like, me?
And I
roll
wait,
your attack.
I'm half tempted to attempt to charm it because I'm not that bright. I'm trying
All I
to whip
can
it into
picture is like
position.
Scooby-Doo when he dresses as that like a lady on the plane.
Right.
You know, you like grab a Scooby on the plane in the movie. What, excuse me? Okay.
But no, I'm gonna swing at it. I just think I thought it'd be funny if I'm trying to charm a werewolf to be my pet.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
was
that's, like,
gonna, I
illegal.
was actually gonna try and do animal friendship, but
I
then
don't think it
remembered
works
I
for
can't cast spells.
these. They're also in a hybrid one, right? Like a hybrid form right now, so they're sort of like very
Oh.
half human,
Oh,
very wolf. Maybe if they were in their full wolf form, I would like maybe allow it if you really convinced me, but they are in a hybrid form right now.
Stupid little werewolf.
I swing.
Oh, a 19, that was very good. All right, you're definitely gonna hit poor Scooby the wolf.
6 more damage.
Okay, they're not quite dead yet. Like just
Damn it!
narrowing it down. Oh, ow. That is onto Argonis.
Ow.
Oh, ow. Argonis' turn.
Okay.
Argonis, you have again, you're in the middle of everything, so you got a lot of options. Ivan is in between you and these other 2 wolves. One is looking very close to death. The other one is still looking pretty healthy. And then you have Werewolf 4, Werewolf 5. You could also reach out. Both are looking pretty healthy still.
You said
Yeah.
Werewolf 4 was on the ground right now.
Werewolf
Would
4
that
is prone, and
make-
so you get an advantage if you attack Werewolf 4.
I am gonna pull out my sword and stab at Werewolf 4.
Okay. All right, poor Werewolf 4 is still on the ground. So roll,
So
roll an
that's-
advantage attack for that one.
So it's 6 and a 7, plus 3, so a 10.
Oh, that's not gonna hit quite, but I like the effort.
I
That's
missed.
too bad. That's too bad.
I missed.
This
Dang it.
little like newbie werewolf finally like pays attention. It is like rolling along the ground as you're stabbing down at it. Like, that
He's just throwing a
is-
temper tantrum and I'm
Yeah.
swinging at him.
Yeah.
I just look. Ivan looks back just in dismay. He's like, "Really?
So
How hard
unimpressed.
does it hit
Okay.
one on the
It's
ground?"
literally on the ground. All right. Scooby Werewolf's like,